Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Suphasiri Muttamara. I'm from Love Wildlife Foundation, and it's my honor to join this amazing conference and share with you my passion about education. Um, so the topic today is urban wildlife, environmental education for the city kids. Just a quick outline. So I'm gonna go through a little bit what is Love Wildlife, why environmental education for the city kids, the the inner city kids and like natural world. How do they see this world and those kind of thing, and our study case, the developing of environmental education program, the activities, challenge, results, and how we're gonna move forward from now on. A little bit about Love Wildlife Foundation. We are established in 2010. We based in Thailand. We have many projects. One of the main projects is education and outreach. Our method is conservation through education. So without education, we believe there is no conservation. So why environmental for city kids? I know a lot of you guys are experts in animal welfare and wildlife welfare and pets, but one thing that I like to point out that these kids, like the students that live in the inner city, are actually endangered. Kind of endangered species in my mind. They're not endangered in disappearing, but they're endangered in they lost the connection of with the nature world. They are prone to what called nature deficit disorder. I believe some of you might heard this word before. So I'm gonna go through it quickly. Nature deficit disorder is a syndrome. Actually, they a syndrome that happen when the kids lack the connection of nature. So the kids might feel like they're not a part of nature or like the environment or ecosystem. They're afraid of nature, even worse. They think like, you might heard, oh, I don't want to go outside. Why? Because they are bees and bee can sting, those kind of thing. They addict to technology, cell phone, games, video games, social media, and these cause a health problem, both mental and physical health problem. For example, just from the pictures I have here, their posture, their eyesight, they look at screens all the time, and they cause like depressions and social disconnection. And this is sad because then when they too focus on the little world and don't see the nature outside, they forget that they are part of the natural world. They are part of ecosystem. They are part of when they think about nature stuff, they think about, oh yeah, rainforest in Amazon. It's not here. I'm not there. Why do I have to care about them? It's not about me. And therefore, they don't think that they have the power or responsibility or necessity to combat the environmental issues, or they don't think that they're part of the problem and solution of all these environmental issues, which is sad because the truth is the urban residential, the people who live in the city, are the ones that cause heavily impact on environmental due to their consumption. Okay. And of course, students or children who grow up in the city will mostly remain in the city instead of going out and live in a rural area. So they stay there, and therefore they're growing up to be an adult and who can make choices and making decisions that therefore affect the overall bigger environment problem. So okay, so why these nature deficit disorder can happen in the city cat, more chance to happen in the inner city kids than the kids that live near the in rural or or non-urban area. Look at this school. These are schools in Thailand, in Bangkok specifically. This is what most schools look like in Bangkok. Usually there are just buildings and the lack of green space. They try to paint the concrete here green, but that doesn't count as green space. I mean, you can count the tree in this picture. And this is a picture from an international school in Bangkok, which is considered like high-end school. These two are from government, public, and yeah, these are two from public school. So you can see one little tree over here. That's it. Also, the attitude toward successful individual in lots of Asian culture. Also, like you need to get into like best university, you need to get highest score. There are a lot of pressure from parents and from the social on it, and therefore the student is focused on learning and learn, and they don't want to waste the time running in the field or having fun out like in the outdoor. Therefore, they lost this connection. So, how to foster the connection? How to bring the kids back to nature or make them think like, hey, this is important. So we did a curriculum called Urban Wildlife. I want to talk about our study case. It's Bamrung Islam School in Bangkok. So this is like kind of like in the middle heart of Bangkok. This is the school over here. As you can see, it's surrounded by buildings. The building itself is about 3 stories, and this is their only open space for PE and other activities. It's a rooftop. So that's it. That's the only open space for them to do activities. We will come back and talk about these little patch of green over here in a little bit. But for now, on the daily student schedule, they don't have access to here or green space at all. When I asked them before we start the program, like what is nature, or what do you think when you hear the word nature or environment or ecosystem, what do you think? They think about, oh, it's forest, it's ocean, it's mountain, and where animals live, and there's no human in these words at all, and they're not in these words definitely. So our objective for urban wildlife is definitely try to connect the student with nature. I think the most important one is teach the local environment biodiversity and ecosystem, and make like them realize that, oh, they are in the ecosystem, they are part of the nature, and therefore they have the right to do something to like help and what to help the nature, and also what they do affects nature around them as well. So what we do, so from the basically we point out the wildlife, which is urban wildlife. Urban wildlife is the wildlife or animals that live in the city, the animals that are not pets, the animals that live on their own without human care, like pigeons, lizard, gecko, spiders, cockroaches. So these are nature, these are animals that live there. So we point them out, hey, look, you live in nature, these are wildlife around you. And yeah, we talk kind of like sharing, like telling the kids that you live in the nature and there's wildlife around you. And these wildlife also play a big role in the environment that you live in. And yes, you live in an environment, you live in an ecosystem, and you share this space with these animals. So for some activities, this is a group of students that we take out and do bird watching. We try to find the nearest green space, like like a garden in a cafe nearby, or we go back to this little green space over here. This is actually a Muslim cemetery. that in the community. So we take the kids there and do bird watching. Amazingly, we found more than 15 species of birds in this little patch of area, and it's blew the kids' mind, and also the teacher too. Like wow, I never know that there's so many birds around here. I think we live in the city and no animals at all. So, and we also try to take them to public park and museum to show them like, hey, if you want to learn about nature, there are like real activities, real places that you can go and see even you live in the city. You don't have to go all the way to Amazon forest to see animals. And when and all the activity we try to do is hands-on and arts and craft and fun. Like this group of kids over here, these are younger kids, so we kind of we teach them about reptile and gecko, toko, tuke in Thai. So they try to pretend that they are toko. This one's climbing the wall, and this one posting like toko. So they learn about animal behaviors, and now when they go back and they see toko in their house, they look at it and see, hey, that's what I learned today. Now they need to connect, they have the connection, like, oh, that's the animal that I learned about. That's what behavior they are doing. So therefore, it's foster this connection, this awareness that there are nature around them. When we cannot bring nature to the kids, when we cannot take the kids out, sometimes we cannot take them out every week. We bring nature back to them. So this one we ask, we collaborate with experts from schools and university and ask them to bring samples of animals to classroom so the kids can like have experience. This guy is showing, I think it's a scorpion in his research collection to the kids, and they're very super excited. Okay. So in this lesson, we use urban wildlife as representative animal from the wild. So representative arts group, like I said, we talk about mammals, reptiles, insects. So we have like these gecko represent reptile, and squirrels represent mammals. And so we also use these animals as a representative for ecological role, like pigeons. They are seed disperser. So what are seed disperser in the wild? They are like hornbills. They disperse the seed, kind of the same thing. Gecko, they control insects. Like, so what animal control insects, like, or other animals population in the wild? So they can make these connections about like ecosystem and ecological roles of the animals or plants in the environment. Okay. And at the end of the school year, we will have a field trip out away from Bangkok to foster more connection with nature, and they can use what they've learned, these representative animals, and connect it with the real animals in the outside of the city, in the real in the wild. Okay, so what we have learned. We have been doing this program with this school for around 3 years. And what we have learned that asking questions and collecting data is very important, as other speakers and presentators said. Know your resource. What are wildlife that easy to spot in your areas? What you can that you can talk about with the kids, that the kids know. Where are the nearest green space you can take them to? What do people in the community have in common regards to nature? Like maybe they have herb gardens indoor, they like fishing. These are topics that you can pick up and talk about later. Know your students, your teachers and the schools. What are they focus? What are they intent? What goal? So you can make your lesson plans and have the same goal and aim toward their goal as well. And what are environmental problems in the community? Again, know your resources. Also, you need to know your limitation. Maybe limitation is not a good word. It's more know the topic that you need to work around. For example, time. With this school, we have 1 week, 1 hour after school program. So with some schools that I talked to, they said they don't have time for these kind of activities. So we need to like change and adjust a little bit how to make it work, and how to make like these 1 hour once a week, like make the most count. The locations, transportation, money, you're gonna get funding for all the field trips and everything. Your laws and regulation of the schools, of the place you want to take the students, or like area around them. Are they places that not allow students to be in there? And tools. What do you have like to use? So what we have learned, again, setting your goal is, what I learned is to make it simple, make it clear. Don't complicate it. Don't make it like super like overarching or like high goal, like every student need to change their behavior by the end of the lesson. Make it realistic and importantly, make it measurable. This is important for report and like more data, collecting data to improve on your next lesson plan. For creating activities, again, make it simple, make it fun, make it interactive, make it hands-on as much as you can. Again, these kids sitting in front of the classroom all day, and when they want to learn something new, they want it to be different. They want to move around, they want to have fun. Bring expert to class, collaborate with other people, kids. I've been teaching at this school for 3 years, and the kids already bored of me. So they're super excited when they have someone come in and talk about these animals topic, something that like are expert in that topic. Use technology. Lots of people said, oh, we teach the kids about nature. No, we don't want technology. But actually technology is just a tool. If you use it appropriately, it can, it's awesome to use technology correctly. And again, bring the nature indoor, bring samples. If you cannot take the kids outside, bring the nature inside for them. For the result, we conduct the pre-test and post-test, with the same set of the question before and after the one semester. So this is a result of class 2022, compare result of post-test compared to the pre-test. So yes, you can see all of the kids learn something, only about 17% that the score does not improve, stay the same. The rest of the class, they show improvement in the understanding of nature and ecosystem and wildlife around them. Yes, we still have challenge. So the evolution, again, we want to see the behavioral change, but it's hard to measure. How do you know that when the kids go back home and stay with their parents, they still not squish that spider, right? So we're still working on that. School workload is another one. Lots of teachers said we don't have time to help you. The kids need to do this activity. The kids have to go there. We need to prep for the next exam. So it's something that you need to consider, and we're trying to work around. And lacking of new idea, because I've been teaching these kids for 3 years, and it's small school. It's the same class for 3 years. The student that was in grade 4 3 years ago, now they're in grade 6, and they have been, learning kind of the same thing again and again, so they kind of get bored of it. I have to be creative and think of new things. And another challenge is finding new school partners. Like I said, teachers in school, they have lots of workload, and sometimes they're like, sorry, we love your program, but we don't have time, or this doesn't go with the school policy. What we learn is moving forward, so partner up, especially with the local government. This is they are great help, and they can, find a school that's very interesting for you, and a little push, the school will say, okay, yes, come and work with us. Challenge the kid, try the new challenge. They are smarter than you think. So next semester, we think we're gonna try to put more STEAM approach and project-based learning, and come up with tangible results that involve parents and community. Again, formal and tangible evaluations. Again, data is important. And One thing that I learned during these project is teach the teachers. The teachers are the ones that are most excited, and when they get on board with you, now it's easy for you to implement new program to the schools and to the classes, and they are the great help. So this is what we learned so far, and yeah, thank you so much. Please let me know if you have any questions.
All right. Okay, time is up. All right, thank you very much, Miss Suphasiri. Yeah? Any
Thank you.
questions? No, right?
Oh, you have one question?
Okay,
We have
all right.
time for
We'll
question?
fit in one question.
I would like to ask, because the course is very interested and there are many students want to be involved into this course. But if there is above 100 students in one classes, how can you make them feel interested or make more students think that I want to listen to this teacher or make improvement?
So then the slide that said less than 100, that's the whole school is less than 100. For the class, I teach about 25 to 30 students at a time. With a bigger audience, bigger students, I think it's the best way is to divide it into smaller groups and do the activities because it's more engaging. And with even like because a city kid with that nature concept is out of their heads, they don't understand anymore. You have to make it very engaging for them to see the relevance. Thank you.
Make a small group.
Yeah, make it smaller group. Yeah, it's easier. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Miss.
There's one more question.
Maybe you can talk directly.
Yes.
Yes, Miss.
You said about measurable. One of the goals is measurable. Can you just mention a few of the ways you do the measuring part of it?
Yes, thank you. That's a great question. Like I said, measuring these behavioral change or the attitude is very challenging. So what we do is we do the pre and post test questions, and we kind of like keep the score and to see and the question is not just about a content, but also the attitude and perspective of wildlife. Like I said, some question would be like, when you heard the word nature, what do you think, right? And we scale that. We scale it into not connect to human at all and some connection, and then we interpret it into a measurable score and compare it between pre-test and post-test. Another way is not very measurable, but taking informal measurement, like asking the student individually or ask the teacher and record the answer, or ask the student outside of the classroom, what do you think, or record what the student telling you, because when they're excited about something, they will come to you and hey, today I see this bird, that bird, and that bird. So before that, they never done that before. So this is something that we kind of take note and give it and count it as positive improvement. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.